temporary title is Extinction Level Event.
Going Halo.
Which I feel like is unfortunately appropriate. We're live.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yay, we're live. Do it live.
I would like to go paintballing with you guys though sometime.
That would be fun.
That'd be a cool thing.
No, I wouldn't. I would want to be on your team because I am a snake. And Red's team because he's a snake.
Be cool if we could all be on a team against like a bunch of strangers.
We could.
Bunch of kids.
Yeah. Guys, let me just get the outdoor.
Get good!
We'll get it. Yes.
So like, you have like pop out of a puddle, random pond. And just...
Oh my god, it would.
Yeah, we're all wearing ghillie suits.
Oh my god.
A little hot for ghillie suits.
I could borrow my brother's. He has one because he loves weird, silly army stuff, even though he never uses it. He has like full body armor.
How do you know? Maybe he was
I almost bought a full set of body armor though once because they made it in Boba Fett, the Mandalorian version. They won like some kind of a contract, but at the time it was like $400 to buy this helmet and this chest piece, and I was like, man. But I was poor Josh at the time.
It's the army surplus catalog. That's what get him. Like,
cavalry,
but
something. Yeah, for it used to be Herb Phillipson's, but now Herb Phillips is no more.
Yeah. Well, they didn't really have body armor.
No, they didn't.
They had helmets, but they weren't.
Helmets and boots, some other stuff. Yeah, nothing too spectacular.
I remember being like 8, and my brother and I are like picking up like bear machetes and Herb Phillipson's.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Like just a tag on the handle, and it's just no sheath.
No, it was awesome.
Oh god!
Yeah, you'll learn a valuable lesson.
You will.
I used to go there for
you'll be buying the blade.
Oh yeah,
those are really useful.
You bleed on it, you bought
the big metal ammo can.
I was gonna say those ammo things are
super
really
useful
cool.
for stuff.
In fact, Herb's was great when I was gonna be like going for camping because
if
I'd be going on the weekend, on Thursday I'd be going to Herb's looking to spend money, right? Like, what do I need to go camping? And be like, oh look, a new cup or something small, you know. But I kind of miss places like that.
Yeah, I do miss Herb's.
Yeah. Okay, so good to see everybody. Glad we're back.
Yay!
We've all recovered mostly from various illnesses. Yeah, we all wiped out. Yeah. So yeah, now we're gonna try. I don't know if we'll finish today. We'll see. But you know, we're very close to the end of this whole Weird West thing, and then we'll see what happens. So Wednesday, Hunters, or is it Cthulhu?
No, it's still Hunters.
Still Hunters.
Still Hunters for a while.
Cool. So Hunters on Wednesday for people out in the cyberspace. Never Dawn maybe on Sunday?
Superb Owl.
The Superb Owl.
Superb Owl will be taking over.
Yeah,
since we're only on the second episode of it, we don't want to play without everybody there.
That's fair. Yeah. Damn owl. Okay.
Superb.
So I guess before we do recap, should we roll the intro?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yay, roll the intro.
We gotta find it.
There it is. Somebody the most nonviolent party.
If she gets loose, it's on you now.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So now that we're all back, most of us, minus Trombley, but the last time we started, you were in the comet of Morgana's basically mobile home.
All the way to put it.
Yeah. I'm like, well, she wouldn't appreciate that, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
It's not wrong.
Let's hear the Cosmic Trailer.
Yeah.
Cosmic trailer home.
It's a 40-footer. Yeah.
Turns out those weren't magic potions there; they're meth.
Oh yeah.
We just thought they were meth.
Feeling real good after. Oh,
Something like his Uncle Eddie comes up, shitter's full, you know. But she did invite you all to join the Chroma Keepers, which, as you all know, is basically a group of people that maintain balance in the universe outside of, or across space and across time. She seemed to have been studying you for about a week or so and observed your interactions, your behaviors, and she thought it'd be a good way to extend the invitation. You also took advantage of her hospitality, comforting yourself and luxuriating yourself in various ways, sampling the honey, that kind of stuff. But you did get to the actual first comet, and as you came to find out, it is a failed or a broken another starship that is being held up by a man named Gideon. And it is, he was sitting down, and Morgana and part of the group went down to parley with him. And it quickly became apparent that there is a lot of friction and tension between Morgana and Gideon for various reasons. Some of you know, and some of which you don't know. And the other half of the party, or the other group, decided to infiltrate Gideon's comet to try to essentially hijack it, right? Or move it around. That was basically the plan.
Stop it from
turn it off.
Stop it from ruining the planet if it touches the ocean.
Yeah, stop the extinction, possibly the extinction event. Yes.
Although we don't know how to do that, but we are going to try.
You are, yeah, and it's okay.
Teddy works great.
Let's see, other things. Some cool things happen along the way, just with the ciphers and getting across the hot comet thing. What else? Am I forgetting stuff?
We were talking, and then Morgana had a really
Maria asked her a question.
Yeah, that's right. There was a cliffhanger.
Oh, yeah.
Would you be willing to sacrifice yourself or something like that?
Yeah. And that's when I cut, like, whoop, we're going back to the earlier group now. Yeah, so when we get back to the people negotiating, we will pick up with that moment. I do have that on the table. Right, so let's see here. The Comet folks, you managed to turn the music on, get through a basic kind of rudimentary trap in front of a door leading into the Comet. And after you sort of tricked it into letting you in, you wanted to get to the control room, but you all thought kitchen, and that's where it put you because it was a safe spot.
Because you were trying to you were trying to get away from a trap of it taking you the opposite of where you wanted to go.
Yeah. So, and as you enter this kitchen, it was a long kind of galley kitchen, very how do I say this? Log cabin-esque, accoutrements everywhere, and over the ambiance, you hear the voice. Where was it? Get the voice going on. Oh, what are you doing in my home?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And that's where we're gonna pick up. So the voice continues. It clears its throat a little bit. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but where are my manners? And out from behind these double swing doors, these saloon doors, you see Gideon.
Ah, shit.
Wearing an apron.
Wait, there's two of them though.
And he looks. He goes, I'm sorry. I just made these lovely muffins. Would you all like some muffins?
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, okay, great.
Teddy, do not consume that.
Well, they smell very nice. But I forgot that I'm allergic to muffins. Just like that.
Could you make a deception roll for me?
Sure. Goodness gracious.
No, I just want to
I'm
say.
actually trained in deception.
Oh, great.
Fantastic.
16 plus
16.
Trained.
Oh.
Whatever that means.
Well, golly, I've never heard of such a thing. I'm very sorry that you are allergic to, of all things, muffins.
All of them.
All the muffins.
Anything with muffin in the name, no good.
Really?
Yeah.
So if I went back and I got you one of my old mufflers, like the thing you wrap around your neck, would that
Muffin.
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 Right. Muffin. Not muffler, muffle.
Oh, well, I'm just testing all options. If you're allergic to muff, I want to know.
Banana nut. I'm talking about cranberry raisin. I'm talking about whole wheat. I'm talking about blueberry. I'm talking all of them, my friend.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
And I'm looking at you. I'm talking about banana.
Yeah. While these two get occupied, I'm just like to Alicia. I'm like, go check the doors. Check. Like, how many doors are leading out of this place?
There are 2.
Yeah. So I mentioned I kind of point to that one, and I started heading over to the other one.
Okay.
We're just gonna
Cinnamon
make speed rolls. Are you trying to be cagey? You're trying to be sly? I assume.
Yeah.
As best you can.
As much as possible.
Okay.
So wait, what kind of roll is this?
Speed roll.
A speed roll. Fantastic.
So since we're trying to be a little deceptive, I guess, about it, I have tasks involving physical performance arts as trained, and tasks involving balance and careful movement as trained.
Okay, so it's a careful movement.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I also have the ability to help. Well, it's called enabling others, using helping rules to provide benefit to another attempting a physical task. So can me doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Totally.
So you guys are getting some kind of
An asset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take one of them.
Need one already?
Already?
I am not gonna.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a nat 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, we don't want an intrusion.
No, we don't want a free intrusion.
Ooh.
Not here, not yet.
Janitor Gideon comes up now. What's all this?
Really?
Better than rolling a nat 1.
I'm good.
Oh, it's gonna be a fun night.
13.
Could we
13
turn
on
the heat
this
down a little
one.
bit? I'm a little.
speaking
Oh,
Okay.
Josh,
walnut.
Behind you, just turn
Turn
that
the heat
all the way
off.
off.
Just.
we'll just turn it on and off as we need.
Thanks.
Kind of-
Okay, so where'd you get this time?
13.
13. Okay, and now if you're trained, so you have a couple of boons there.
Yep.
2. You have at least 1 asset. Do you have anything else?
Because I give it
Not
to
for
him.
speed, no.
Okay.
You can hold on. Did you use? I have the thing, Calvin. Did you already use yours for the day? I have for everybody, in case you have forgotten. A little happy reminder. I have this really cool thing called Inspiring Ease. Because you've just been chilling with me and you've been in my company, you can choose to ease 1 task every day.
What?
Well, I didn't know that.
I don't know that that's even gonna help, but I will take. I also had a thing I activated. What was the? I think you had the same
The
one.
Enduring
Enduring
Shield.
shield.
Enduring shield. What does that give you?
It is you have a asset on all speed defense
Just
for the day.
defense. Okay, so that's not okay.
Okay. Right. So.
Are we all like escaping?
So this is not a
basically,
defense
like,
roll
sneaking out?
then.
No.
So, okay.
It's it. So as Teddy is talking with Gideon,
Is that one of my powers technically?
what?
Like to enable others?
I don't know. Is
I
it?
don't really have powers, but I do have this Morgana's boon.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Right, I don't have spells or anything like that.
Yeah, if it's one of your abilities, then yes, you can trigger it twice, back to back. Yeah, you all have Morgana's boon.
It'd be back to back. Okay, so
Yes.
it wouldn't give him 2.
No,
Okay.
it would
All right.
just. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. So Gideon looks around, and he doesn't see Alicia kind of sneak off, and you get to the door, like looking around. It's not locked, but it's got this kind of like little clicky kind of latch thing. You manage to pull it open, look down the hall, and it's a hallway that goes kind of long, but it's kind of dark. You see torches along the way, and it goes down to a T, and it goes left and right. Otherwise, it's just full of like what appears to be other paintings or other visuals on the wall, whether heads of animals, not like weird animals, but like boars and deer and stuff like that, and wooden plank, dusty wooden floorboards. And Gideon looks over at
Doing
you.
my best Scooby-Doo back
Yeah.
away.
And he's like, well, dear, if you all wanted to check out the ship, well, you could just politely ask. You don't need to sneak around.
Oh. I wasn't sneaking.
Because I rolled poorly.
Well, if you say, so. I'm not sure if I entirely believe you, but
You should.
no,
You should.
no.
I
but,
try to see truth in that man's face every day, and I gotta be straight.
well, it must be very, very, very difficult because this
It
guy
is.
looks like yeah.
He's got some kind of-
He looks like a hog on my birthday, and
Yeah.
What?
Double one, sweaty a bit too. But
right, yeah. So again, let me set these muffins down. And then he sets the muffins down on the cast iron stove, goes over to the oven, opens the oven. Oh, I also made some pies. I mean, you want pie? Are you allergic? Don't tell me you're allergic to pie too.
I've got an aversion.
We've got a
Aversion. He's pie intolerant.
Yeah.
All pie.
Which way to the control room?
Oh, you gotta go down that through that door. You go all the way down the hall, and then you make a
I
right.
need 3 square meals.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Why? What do you gotta go to the control room for? Like we got everything we need right here.
We were asked to check on the control room, make sure
Oh,
everything's
by whom? That's very interesting.
Yes.
Can I roll an insight on him?
Sure.
How genuine vibes am I getting from him? I don't really have any assets to this.
Yeah, Teddy. What we were asked.
We were asked to, actually, you're going to find us funny, is to
16.
deliver some pie muffins to whoever's in that control room right now.
Oh, you don't say.
I don't say, I demand it.
Well,
Trip up
Well,
the word.
this is serendipity, and kick me in the ass and call me Charlie.
I don't want to call you Charlie.
No, that's not my name.
No, sir.
Okay, so what are you looking for?
I want to get a general vibe on how genuine this feels. Like, is he being actually like this, or is he putting on a front?
Yeah, what the heck is
Oh.
going on?
Yeah, no, whoever this person is seems to be sincere, authentic, genuine, and this is the personality of the person in front of you.
This is not the Gideon that Otlot knows. Our Gideon would never wear an apron and offer us muffins.
I have a feeling.
He's just a gunslinger.
I can see Gideon being annoyed by whatever illusion automations were running the comet and just being like, no, I need these all to be me.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm having a very hard farce game
Yeah.
with Scorpio.
Yeah.
So if Josh is speaking in the, breaking the fourth wall, he's giving me vibes that it's almost like a Zarek. Like he's only offering us food. It might be just a carbon copy of him, like a
I think his
copy.
personality's been split in some weird multi-dimensional nonsense thingy.
Anywho,
That implies that there's some small fraction of Gideon that's a homemaker. And I don't like that. No.
downright nice and should be in a magazine or something.
Every now and again, if you're single and in the middle of the Shadowfell, you just want pie. You gotta make it yourself.
Right, and so did that person in the control room.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna go down there, you're gonna have to probably talk to Gideon number 3, and he is not as approachable as I am. But I can't really say much more than that. I guess we'll just leave it up to, if you do encounter him.
You're Gideon number...
Oh, I'm Gideon number 4.
Number 4. I gotta tell you, number 4 was always my favorite number when I was playing Jax as a kid. Listen, Gideon number 4. Is there something we should know about this Gideon number... What was it again? 3?
Oh, number 2?
Number 2. Does he like to be buttered up or something?
Oh, no.
Because I don't want to be walking into some kind of a live... kind of a possum bush or nothing.
Oh, I understand. No, you don't want to get that trap sprung on you.
Right.
Right. No, he's just kind of cranky. More so than I swear to God, he's the crankiest fella ever. Like he doesn't like my muffins either. And I go out of my way. I will try to I clean up after him. I clean his room, just try to make him feel comfortable and cozy. I'll bring him blankets, and he's just like, "Fuck you, Gideon 4." And
Gideon 4. I look at Gideon 4 and I'm like, "Trust me, brother. I know exactly what you speak of."
How
and
many...
I look over towards him because I'm implying that Mr. Grouchy Pants as well.
How many Gideons are there?
Oh, there's 6 of us.
I see.
6, you say?
Yeah. Well, because of the original Gideon Prime, or the number one, numero uno, he just, decided to start making simulacrums with all of us, and he needed extra help around the comet and a crew, so to speak. So here we are.
I walk up to this Gideon and I poke him.
Okay.
Like Egon,
Tangible,
like Egon in
tangibility
the hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, he's corporal.
He's getting squishes.
I think.
You're smart, bro. At least you have some general information.
I told you.
Yeah.
He's
So
grouchy.
keep it to yourself or don't keep it private.
Yeah.
Where are the guns? Where are the guns?
And let me see.
Got him. That was an entire battalion.
But,
See how that ricocheted and hit Tucker?
yeah.
What you doing?
Oh!
Got him.
Beard shot.
the beard.
So-
Aim for your arm. I'm
But
bad.
Rolled a nat 1
I
and
did.
almost killed him.
and he takes the pie, sets the pie down on a long wooden table. It's cooling. It's a berry pie. It's kind of bubbling and overflowing and stuff like that. And,
Wait a second, you made a whole bunch of pies. Which one is Gideon number 4's favorite?
Oh, he hates all of them.
Ah, that's right. What about the muffins?
Nah, not much of a muffin guy either. You know, I mean, and I don't understand. Like, I even try to give him hugs. I tried, and he's not having it. Like, I mean, you like a guy look like a hug. You want a
I
hug?
love hugs. Sure,
You love hugs?
You want?
Oh, okay, I'll take a hug.
And I'm taking this one. I'm taking this one if I can have pies and muffins.
Oh, yes. Just lead right into yes.
Oh my god.
Gideon number 4, I gotta say.
He's not letting go.
Right.
No. Come on, bring it in.
All right, one more time. We'll just do one squeeze.
It's so good to feel another man against me.
right. I mean, I heard that before once. How about we just go ahead and say, let's go ahead and get out of this. Yeah, let's just go ahead and you. That's one of the best hugs
We're
I've
in
ever
quite
had.
a bit of
Could
hurry.
you make a speed roll?
Yes.
He's holding on to you
Aww.
Oh,
to escape.
to escape, you say?
Yeah.
Well, I have this incredible ability called escape. 2 speed. I get to slip my restraints.
Amazing.
That's right. So it says 2 speed, right? Does that mean I have to use
What's
2
your
speed to
edge?
just
What's your edge?
Yes, but
What's your
also,
speed edge?
2?
You have 2, so it's
Then
free.
it's 0.
Okay, describe it.
Okay, so as we're hugging, he gets right in and he's nuzzling, and I'm like nuzzling too, right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, I just kind of squirm out. I'm like, that was nice. Incredibly.
Hey.
I pull on you, and we're booking it towards the door that Alicia's at, the one that.
Okay. Well, you don't. Why are you running? You know, I'm. You see, now I gotta tell people because you're all running. Okay, goodbye.
This wasn't gonna go well. We didn't come in here thinking this was gonna go well.
Well, what if I made a copy of him for you to hang out with?
Or are you here with us?
Wait,
Yeah, I
you
thought so.
you
Oh, I'm not-
stayed down there.
Oh, we're with the 3 people? My bad.
There's
I
so-
thought we
there's
were
too
the
many
big group.
Gideons.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Sorry.
keep track
Too
of
many
what's
More
Gideons.
Gideons.
Yeah.
Later.
Okay.
Never too many.
So as you
The hug was nice.
You get-
I was shouting down the hallway.
Yeah, you're shouting down the hallway, and you see him turn around, and he reaches into the pie,
Oh.
and you see him pull out something.
How
Do you
do we
want to
look
take
at
a
that?
look?
Yeah, how do we do that?
Yeah,
How do
I
we do
would
that?
like to take
Okay,
a look.
so everybody who's looking, make
Now it's a Python.
intelligence rolls.
I
12.
I have skills in identifying or understanding the supernatural. So that can help me here.
Is it a supernatural pie?
I don't think so.
No.
Sorry.
The pie was supernatural, though. That would have been pretty cool. I
don't think I see it.
Okay.
I got a 4, so it's
have
not an
3 edge and intellect. Does that
So
allow
you
me
can-
to?
One effort
Use
for free.
That
One effort
to
for
do
free.
a free
Yeah.
effort.
I will have a free effort here.
Okay.
You can have a second effort for. Oh,
15 on the die.
Okay. So as you're running down the hall,
When
you
use
look
an
back,
effort,
you see
the
him
first
pull
one
out
costs 3.
what appears to be 3
That
ninja
reduces
stars
it to 2. So your first effort will cost 1. And then it's 2 more
from
after.
this berry pie, and he pulls them out, and he takes them, he licks them clean,
Wait,
and
what
he
was this again?
Ninja
he
stars.
pulls out 3 ninja stars from the pie.
Berry pie shuriken.
Yeah, and he licks them clean, and he's like, and you see him float in his hand, and they start to spin and glow like a hot blue, and he's like, "Go get him, Boaz."
I go. Look out! Everybody, look out! Incoming!
Okay, everyone makes speed defense rolls.
So
Can I-
pie cuts you?
Can we have an asset for me
Yes.
warning people?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Speed defense. I have my enduring shield.
Yeah.
I am going to need.
I have an an asset to that.
So it's
Just
two
get hit,
assets.
buddy.
Yeah.
This Gideon went from a slice of life to a slice.
Sorry, guys.
Whoa, did you just take the last?
Oh!
What did you roll? Did you need to
rolled a
reroll?
1.
Okay, so that's what I roll.
You both rolled ones?
I get a free intrusion.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have anything to block it with, so yeah, that's
So
Oh, mine.
You did use it by
I'm
2,
skilled
though.
in defense.
that doesn't gonna make
Okay.
any
Yeah.
difference here.
Odds are the
His
attacks
heads
higher
up
than
and enduring shield. So that's 4 reductions.
Okay.
And a
18
dead
on the
one.
die.
Okay. You are gold. And actually, what is that like a mine? No, is it?
Yeah, it's a
minor.
minor.
Is it
Can
minor
you
thing?
somehow help this poor boy over here with your minor?
Yeah.
You could use
As
your.
I'm getting out of the way, I see that he's kind of like faltering and in the middle of still, saying look out. So I kind of reach out and try and grab his sleeve and kind of tug him with me.
Okay.
I've got that deer in the headlights look. Like, I know it's coming. I'm prepared to get out of the way. I'm gonna get out of the way any second now.
My body's gonna start moving.
Okay.
Get down, you idiot!
So, what'd you roll? 12. 12. Do you have an asset?
So yeah, I've got two there in edge, and the asset of I don't know whatever you got an asset. I probably just got
12 is okay. Okay. So, as the shuriken fly down the hall, lighting up like this the hallway in this blue fluorescent kind of lighting. One just barely misses you, like bing, sinks into the wall by your head. Alicia, you kind of dodge out of the way, like I imagine you tumble, and you like do some weird cartwheel or something like that, and you pull Isaac out of the way a little bit, but not enough. You get zinged on the arm, so you're gonna take 3 might damage. But you're gonna avoid the other bad stuff because of that.
Fantastic.
However, I get to have an intrusion now.
Yeah.
Yep, you do.
Okay.
We
So
can't even barter with you.
what's
tough.
What would be fun here?
fun.
I'm open to ideas. Right now, I'm thinking the hallway gets locked down.
Extra Gideon shows up.
The pie.
More Gideons.
More Gideons.
I do like more Gideons. But I was gonna say, the pie. Some of the pies grow legs and just start chasing them.
Oh my god.
doesn't need it.
In the Army of Darkness. Little Gideons.
Little Gideons.
We're a trash compactor Star Wars.
How far away are we from the control room?
It's kind of a distance, but you can get there. But it's going to be a lot. The trash compactor's fun.
Well, what if those ninja stars just kind of sentient though? Like he released them, and that one stuck in the wall, and think.
Oh,
It
they
comes
come
out
back
and now
for a
it's
second
chasing us.
round.
Well, yeah, that was going to happen anyway.
That was going to happen anyway.
Well, it was now.
Well,
Hellraiser.
what?
It's Hellraiser.
What do you mean?
Remember the sphere?
Oh,
Was
it's
that
been a long
Phantasm?
time. Wow. Or Phantasm?
Or no, that
Whatever
was
it
it.
is.
Phantasm, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I might horror.
So
Phantasmagoria, yeah.
the doors on both sides, they shut and they lock. We'll pitch this as a 2. And
We don't get those though.
oh, you don't.
free.
That's right.
It's
Because
free. You don't have to
not
pay
one.
anything.
Yeah.
I'm giving you anyway.
We can give
It'll
us
come
stuff
up.
for later.
Yeah.
We still got
then-
lots more party members. It's okay if
Yeah,
one or two.
the hallway, the lights. There's like these red lights on. You hear this kind of nee, and soon all of the facade that is around you, all of like the log cabin stuff, disappears, and you are in what looks to be a long metallic hallway. You see cables, you see wires. Above you has got this kind of almost open air where there's more tubes and things crisscrossing. There's like magical bits of arcing energy all over the place. It looks like it's dangerous because it looks like it's malfunctioning. But and the floor turns into like this, a sheer, solid, like almost solid, like a steel, polished steel kind of, flooring, and it looks very slippery. The shuriken pull themselves out of the walls, and they whir up, and then the walls start to close in a little bit. And that's where we're going to switch back to... Yay!
Good job!
Yeah.
You guys earned some XP for us, okay?
Okay.
The question to you.
Yeah, we're the
again,
XP.
Morgana.
Are you willing to sacrifice yourself?
Right. Because she paused for a minute, and she heard both of you hear that. Morgana says, oh dear. Would any of you be willing to sacrifice yourselves, or doesn't have that accent? Sacrifice yourselves For what?
For all of the people here.
Then you lay your life on the line then. That's
Give
fine.
me
with
the power, and I will.
No, I will do it. I would not be able to look Isaac in the eye again.
Okay then. That's quite bad of
If you twisted my arm.
Yeah.
That's
Stinky's
very
just
brave.
there, like
Yeah.
manipulating.
I mean, Dick Stinky.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing better going on.
Okay, so
I might be willing to take the spotlight as long as everybody in the world knew I saved them.
That's a lot of lives just
So-
for one. It's quite a good trade.
Perhaps we are putting the cart before the horse.
So now you have introduced a new element here, and the fact that if any of you are willing to, sacrifice your own lives for this greater cause as you see it. She looks over at Gideon. What can we do about this? Well, this does open new possibilities. If, depending on how many of you were willing to give your life, enough energy could probably be extracted from each of you to make some interesting changes.
Does it have to be a whole life? Like, what if I gave you, like, a leg? And Stinky Pete gave an arm, or, like, a couple ribs or something. Like, do we have to fully, like, maybe perhaps, like, what portion of a person is life?
Can we solidify this?
Well, it works best if you have your whole body just
Yes.
obliterated. Yeah, but and he looks over at Morgana, and like they share a knowing look, and Morgana, the magic over that I speak. This has the ability, with enough sacrifice, you all could potentially pretend this whole event never happened. You could turn back time. You could reset all the magic. Or you could do something. We have other options too. You could keep everything the way it is, but you could potentially just stop the comet. Or you could change things back. Keep things the way they are, present time period. Or we could actually, if there was enough of you, you could go back to where you began. Well, you wouldn't be there, of course, but everyone else would be. And all of this chaos that this crazy ship caused, dust in the wind.
All those lives lost. Remember when the town first converted and there were so many people just turning into monsters and being killed instantly?
Stinky looks left or right.
Well, I also mean the monsters themselves. They were people. Just Stinky Pete understands.
A little too well.
What, Morgana? Could you not use your ship to remove this one?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Could you not use your ship to remove this one? Gideon's ship. Harness it, pull it out, call for help?
Some sort of repair function, perhaps?
Put a tow hitch on it.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
I accept.
Thanks,
You guys need those. You guys need those.
So
Let's do
far,
it.
yeah.
All right.
So what I need you to make a intelligence roll for for persuasion.
Who? Any of us? Or
You.
me?
You're speaking.
Don't forget you have the
What,
ease of
intellect roll?
task.
Yeah.
You have the inspiring ease once a day,
Okay.
if you'd like.
Do I have anything?
Hey.
What?
Hey. Later.
Okay.
This is going to be a difficult task.
I'm gonna use one. I have 1 edge.
Okay.
So what does that mean? I spend 2
2 points.
2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help them with the use of demeanor of command? It's something that affects me, but it would allow for me to normally have an extra level of effort on a single persuasion task. Would I? No, couldn't help them with that.
Not in this instance. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure something out.
Yeah.
So I'm trained in perception.
But that's not persuasion.
Not persuasion.
Right.
No, all right. I'm trying to persuade her. Okay.
So you got 2 eases.
Yeah. You can choose to use the inspiring ease if you want to.
And you can use effort too.
Yeah, this is a good time
So
to
he's
burn.
doing 1 effort, and we could do inspiring.
Well, with 1 edge, I'm using 2. I'm using 2 points from
for 1 effort.
Yeah.
You could do more if you wanted.
I think you can use up to 2 levels of effort because of your tier 2.
Okay.
I believe.
So
And the second
if I
level
use
costs 2.
does that mean I use another 2 or 3?
Use
2. It's
4
3 for the
total.
3 for the first one, 2 for the second one.
Okay.
So if you want to use both, that's 5 total minus your edge.
Which is 4. So 4 total.
Yeah.
And then if you want to ease it further, you can use the
I have to
inspiring
declare that
ease.
before I roll, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was.
Yep.
That's why I was trying to
Do
be
it.
sure I'm on top of it. And
Yeah.
saying it
I'll use it.
Okay.
You're all right, Jenkins.
13.
13.
Minus 3.
Okay, -3.
Which is more like -9.
Right, yeah, it puts it down 2, so it's minus 2 levels, so it's minus. So it'd be. Okay, cool. So Morgana looks at you, and she says, "You know what? I could absolutely take out his ship. I could probably just blow it up, blow the smithereens. But that's not why I'm here. I need to take him, dead or alive. And if you all are going to get in the way, you become targets."
You're definitely misconstruing what we're attempting to do. We want to help you with your task and make sure that whatever it is that goes on here ends as peacefully and as low of a body count as possible. Because I know you have a long chat to have with this man over here.
Oh,
She points
indeed.
at Gideon. And we all would love to stay on a planet that still has life.
Oh, there are other planets than these. There are other universes.
But we wouldn't want to impose on you. Anyhow.
All my stuff is here.
All my stuff is here. Basically, what Maria is trying to convey is we don't want to stop her from doing her thing. We just have a little personal side goal of not letting our whole planet explode. You know, if that's convenient.
Yeah. Looks like you want to say something.
Can you not call for more help, more ships?
I cannot.
So
If I did, it would take too long to get here before he runs out of energy.
I'm saying, if you use your ship to stop his ship,
Then I'm stuck here too. I'm not doing that.
call for help, and then eventually you'll get more help, and we'll help you with Gideon.
Roll again.
15.
Okay. She walks over to the end of the platform, looks at the water, and she's in contemplation. And she goes, I need a moment. Let me consider this. And as you see her sort of tracing stuff onto the water, what looks to be runes or language or something. Like, it's almost like she's processing all of different variables or different things that are happening right now, and you see it kind of appear in the water and disappear, almost like a pencil and eraser kind of thing. It's not magic, but it is something that she's thinking. And as true to my offer earlier to invite you to become part of our Chroma Keeper group, and Gideon just like rolls his eyes. I will give this some consideration. There are other constraints, other variables, other things I cannot tell you about. So she goes back and she starts to talk and think, or her back is to you.
We have no communicating with the other team, right?
Not really.
Oh, and if we try to talk to Gideon, she'll hear us too. with her back turned, Maria's gonna look at Gideon and be like, do you want to go with her? She's like trying to really mouth it. Like, can you fix this? And we'll save you.
he kind of whispers back, I'm in trouble. You know, I can't really move. I could fix this if I were freed, but that means one or more of you got to take my place.
How would we do that?
Well, pretty easy. Like, you come over here and like I just switch places with you.
Have this power.
Oh no, you would definitely get crushed within a day.
Oh, it's in a day.
Yeah.
Do I see any of this going on, or am I just standing there cross-eyed?
What do you want to do?
You're watching.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, whatever it is you're thinking of doing, just do it, Tucker. Live for the moment. Come on, Stinky Pete.
Well,
I
mean, because I think technically, if we were gonna do that, I could Atlas it out in my werewolf form.
I
for a
bet
little bit longer.
You could Atlas werewolf. Atlas the werewolf.
Oh my god, dude, it's gonna be so
That's badass imagery right there. It's werewolf. The giant
Just a dog getting tasered for like 3 hours. But okay, so I'd kind of be over there like, you think I could do it? Like,
Talking to you? Who are you talking to?
it was like, you know, like, since you've got his attention, I guess, like, just say if he'll let me do.
Yeah. Just very quietly switch out. But before that, Maria's gotta make eye contact with everybody else in the landing party because this would be us siding decidedly with Gideon.
I'm like, no, give her a chance to do the right thing.
All right. That's our. We'll get back to you.
Okay.
Please hold.
He is not going anywhere.
Yes, yeah. But...
Okay. If that's the case, we'll switch back to the hallway crew.
Oh, good. The doors are closing.
Yeah.
You now have 3 chips, though.
Yeah, and so the hallway's slowly closing. The shurikens are power up and whirring. You get to move first.
Are they the shurikens are holding still currently?
They're starting to move.
Okay.
How far away is the door that we were heading towards?
I don't know, between 30 to 50 feet.
Okay. Is the door closed or is it?
Oh, it's closed.
Okay.
So
What kind of door is it? Like spaceship doors or regular door?
Like it's like those pocket doors. You know, like there's a seal in the middle, so it's not like all one thing.
I see.
He's lingerie.
What are we doing?
Hot damn! And as I'm running, I have an ability that lets me run
Okay.
and take an action. I'm going to shoot one of these gambit stars out of the freaking air.
Okay.
It's the Tom Cruise maneuver.
Yeah. But it's going to be the Teddy Kestrel maneuver. All right. But you got to help me here. So I'm running. I'm doing this thing. I'm going to take a shot with my 6 gun.
Let's see. You don't have any assets to shooting,
What do I roll?
No.
so it's going to be a straight roll unless you apply effort.
Of course I'm going to apply effort. I'm shooting a fucking gambit star out of the air.
Okay, so you're using speed.
Yeah.
If you want to use 1 effort,
Hand to eye. Asset to tasks involving manual dexterity, like pew, kind of things like that. So
so that's going to cost 2 speed.
okay, that gives me an answer.
are these objects?
Yes. Why?
Okay.
He said why. You have to follow up on it. You
Because
can't
I
just
can
say
make
okay.
objects
minute.
in the immediate
So you'll have
radius,
this as an asset
well,
for
no,
future
an
turns as
objects
well.
explode.
So activating that would be good.
Gonna do that.
Distance.
And then if you want
course
to
you
burn this, because that
Okay.
costs 2,
Small
that you
These
can
might-
for the turn.
item.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if these are
Close up.
mundane.
So you'd have to spend
Homogeneous
3 on the
matter?
first and 2 on the second.
Homogeneous?
Homogeneous.
5 points.
Thank you.
If you want
I
to
might be
use,
wrong.
Homogeneous.
I don't see the
or
word.
if you want to use those 2 and that. Yes.
Homogeneous.
Okay.
Not fun.
Them gay geniuses. I should do love them.
That's a lot.
Okay. So we'll start with Teddy.
He's burning 2 effort.
Okay.
And using an ability that costs 2 speed. So he's burning 5 points for this.
Oh boy. Roll.
His ability gives him an asset to tasks involving manual dexterity.
Okay.
For a minute. So we'll get it for multiple turns.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
You gotta flip a 3?
Oh, it's a 3.
Oh boy.
But it was like 3 assets, maybe?
So what happened?
So how many? Is that 3
If
assets?
it was a difficulty of 4.
2 efforts and his
Yep.
ability.
Okay, that's good. Actually, weirdly going to be enough because there's you know, level. These are level
powers.
4s. You know, that's like you reduce it by 3. That and you got a 3. I can't. Anyway.
That's
I can't-
perfect.
Yeah.
That's
But
why
I used a lot of
assets are
points. and I'm
Okay.
pretty
That's
weak
why
in
you
the
use those
speeds.
points.
So you fire and one of the stars just explodes, and you see little circuits and stuff just fall apart. And there's like little fizzing sounds and it crashes. Okay.
It's like a little firework.
Yeah.
Do you? But I'm gonna look over at you. I'm gonna go, and I keep running because I'm the best 6 gun in there on this current hallway.
This is gun in this particular hallway.
You want to explode stuff?
Well, so it says mundane item, and these are not mundane.
Quite
So I
bad.
can't in good conscience do that.
Damn it.
While you want Alicia to go while you're
Yeah,
thinking?
go for it. Sure.
Alicia, what are you doing?
I'm going to move down the hallway
Yep.
towards the door, and while I'm moving, I'm going to pull my revolver, kind of turn back and take a shot.
Okay, cool.
What was that movie where they spin the bullets in the air? It's stupid.
Wanted.
Yeah, okay. Don't do that, but I think you just did that, so that's good.
Yeah, I like, threw the bullet at it. Didn't even bother pulling the trigger. Just came out of the barrel. I got shooting on the run as an asset. I think that's it.
Okay.
Some of the StarCraft novels, I do like the special psionic agents.
11.
11. You give an asset, right?
It's towards their targets.
Yes.
Yeah, shooting on the run. Yes,
Yep,
that's
the one
enough.
asset.
So that'll be enough to, it fizzes out. So there's only one more star left,
Okay.
Ooh.
and the walls are slowly closing in.
Oh, and my offhand, I'm going to pull my dagger out of my boot.
Okay. Cool.
There's a shank in my boot.
Can I shoot him for that?
I am only going to move a what? Oh, because how does that? Can you can move like a short distance as a part of your turn, right? Or some sort of.
If you want to move and shoot, I think is it short?
You
I
may
think
have
it's
to.
short.
You can also make a
you
skill
can-
check thing.
If you move, you can make a speed roll.
I'm not worried about that because my next turn I can teleport.
Ah, there you go.
So
okay.
I'm just hoping. I want to put all my energy towards my careful shot here.
Yeah, you can actually move a short distance and make a short range attack.
Okay.
Able to blow that door open?
Yeah.
I am going to let you guys run, and I'm gonna. This is just a normal bullet. I'm gonna shoot this thing out of the air. Last one. I can use my intellect pool to apply levels of effort to increase gun damage. That's not what I want. I want to target it
Okay.
and hit it. I have one asset that I can use for my edge. I can use my edge to get an asset, right?
Mm-hmm.
Edge's reduction.
Edge is a reduction.
Effort.
You have 3,
Effort to
right?
get it.
To add effort.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
There's 1 effort.
Penalty suffered.
Sounds like it's time to roll the die.
Yeah, it does.
I'm gonna spend I have 2 effort to spend, so I have 1 for free, and then I can spend another. How much would I
2.
be spending? 2. I'm gonna do that. Get another.
Okay.
All right.
You have 2 assets.
2 assets.
Okay. You need
I have an
6 or better.
11.
Okay. Yeah, that does it.
You are good.
Okay, let's take it.
Fizzes out, burns up.
Fantastic.
Great.
And then I turn around and start running towards the.
Nice. So as the hallway is closing in, you feel yourself like oh crap! It's getting claustrophobic as it gets more and more narrow. The door, there's a center slot that you can maybe pry open or whatnot, but the space you are having to work with is rapidly getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
I can do it. I can sleight of hand this. I can get right in that slot. I need to get there quick, but I can do it.
You can get there and do something.
Let's try to
especially
sleight of hand
since
this.
you were previously running in it anyway, so you're at the door.
What was the help ability? Because there was a cool help ability to that.
And that's a skill thing. I'm going to use that thingy for her thingy.
Skill 1-2 or something.
Helping.
Yeah.
Complimentary action.
Who, me? What are you talking about?
What do you want to do? Like,
the helper does.
What do you want to have? We'll just make it happen.
I'm locked back in.
Okay.
I was just gonna try to help.
The hand
him.
to eye thing
If a
is
character
still
attempts
active,
an
so I still
action,
get that
a
asset.
second
To
character skilled in that can give a
I'm gonna use
+2
her
bonus to the
initiative.
roll.
Okay.
Oh,
So
like
take a
both
roll.
of you have the
I'll
same
tell you my number.
thing.
A 6.
A 6. So you start to pick at it, and you realize you're kind of jimmying it open. You're kind of shimmying it, and like, and you start to like pry open a little bit. It's
Gonna need a hand here, folks. I'm gonna attempt it again.
I'll jump
you know,
in.
that same kind of thing.
And start trying to pull.
okay. Do you want to help with this?
I'm going to, because I'm too far away at this point. I think.
We're
Can
all
you-
in there.
can
right?
you get there?
You can get there.
You can
Oh,
get
okay.
there. Perfect.
All right, then I
Can you
run
use
there,
action
and I
items?
won't
Yep.
use up the teleport there.
Would this be a might?
Yes. So if you're helping, I need you to make might rolls.
I'll do one effort.
Okay.
Can I use push to telekinetically push on the door? So I'm gonna.
Instead of might, you want to use
and
intellect,
shoot,
kind
and-
of?
Yeah, like basically I'm using 2 intellect points to.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Telekinetic push.
Mind strong.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
So should I do an intellect roll?
Or is that
No,
just-
it's just the ability.
It's just
Yeah.
the ability, but you.
Well, yeah. Make a roll. Make an intellect roll then. Yes.
15.
15.
17.
17. Oh, okay. So describe this?
Is that a minor?
So I'm in there doing this thing in the middle, right?
Right.
And I'm fumbling. Guys, I'm gonna need a hand here. The walls are closing in.
Managed to pry my fingers into the space that he's managed to start creating. Dig my boots into whatever floor I can get a hold of and like really start leaning back.
And as I'm running down the hallway, seeing them just starting to get through it, I'm boom, and hit the wall. It blasts one side of the back.
You see the doors go. Dunk.
I fall through.
Yeah. Okay. So you tumble through
Yeah.
and you two scurry through, and then like you see the hallway go smash behind you, and like from 50 feet down the way, you should have had the muffins.
Should have had them muffins. I'm sorry.
If the pies had jerkin in it,
But
what did the muffins
I
have?
should say you are the shot in this current hallway.
Thank you, sir.
Saved our asses.
Yeah. And as you look down the hallway, you look to the right, and it goes down a little ways, and there's a staircase down. But you see this kind of glow of the cockpit area.
Okay.
We'll switch back.
Good luck, guys.
Okay. So Morgana, after a moment of contemplation, she turns around and she looks at you. Your offer is interesting. And this is just one of those hard truths that I've had to face about myself, and that I think all of you have to face about yourself at some point too. I'm not willing to do that.
It's just your ship.
I can leave whenever I want. If he dies here, that's fine by me.
I thought you had to bring him back.
Dead or alive. If I know he's dead, he's dead.
Maybe I should plug into the gamma battery.
So what you're saying is the Chroma Keepers have no actual care about who lives and who dies, so long as they achieve their objective.
Didn't say that.
Because you have the choice to take your ship and save an entire planet.
Mm-hmm.
And you're choosing not to.
Well, you also assuming that my current mission is sanctioned by the Chroma Keepers.
You did say it was a mission. I guess you could be your own personal mission. That's true. But still, that means you as a person are all right with sacrificing an entire planet seemingly needlessly. That seems quite cruel. Are you a cruel person, Morgana?
Yep.
Mess this chick up.
What'd you say?
Mess this chick up.
Chick
Thought we were joining the Chroma
Will.
Keepers, ended up joining the Space Cowboy Intergalactic Gang.
the Gideon group.
Galaxy Rangers.
And she puts her hands down like akimbo across her hip, across her hips, and she pulls up these two daggers. They're twirling in her hand when she holds onto them, and they're glowing like this violent purple. She goes, "We got to make some choices. I can make choices. Can you?"
Yeah. And I jump towards Gideon.
What? Okay.
Hell yeah!
I made it.
Okay, so are you? What are you doing? I know you're jumping, but
But just like I'm hoping he figures it out more for me because like we kind of already did like the sideline.
Yeah.
One of us to trade in, so I'm like, be quick, basically.
Okay.
Just by jumping at him, and I hope he kind of picks up on that because I'm turning into a big dog and I won't be able to talk.
So you're transforming in midair.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Amazing.
Ooh, I can see like he dives and does a roll,
Yeah.
and then as he comes up, he's
Okay, so as you start to transform, and your whole snout elongates, and your muscles, you shred your clothing, your hair is merging, saliva, on the wind.
Jowl.
Yeah, jowls. Gideon he looks at you, and suddenly his eyes just like gleam, and he's like, "Good boy." And so you see he dissipates. So he's like, and you sit and you get stuck in this kind of energy field, and you feel yourself kind of lurching forward. You get repositioned to the same position he was in, like kind of like this, almost lotus position kind of thing. You feel electrical, magical forces forcing your body, changing it, contorting it, and you feel it coursing through you. And for a moment, you feel connected to something much more incredibly powerful than you. Like this is stuff that would, animate the universe. I mean, like ancient, real powerful kind of magic, and your eyes just go white. It's everybody seeing you. Your hair turns white. And you're transforming right before, and you even feel like your muscles suddenly get larger, your fangs get longer. It's just everything just kind of, and you grow in size a little bit. And you're just stuck there, and you see like these red flames bursting from your hands as you hold a comet in place, and then. In front of you,
I probably will be in pain.
Gideon reappears. He's like, "Oh, it feels good." All right. He snaps his fingers, and there's just cards in his hands.
Cool.
And he crosses it, and then we're gonna take a break.
Oh, so cool! I don't get to know what level any of these people are that we're fighting, do I?
Not unless you have ability like scan that would work on someone that powerful.
I'm in the spaceship.
No.
We're fumbling through shit.
Maybe like they just have cool stuff and they're really powerless, or less powerful than they appear.
Gideon, though.
I know he's not.
Yeah. All right.
It was only a full soap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll be back a little bit, everybody.
Burp.
Right.
We're live.
Hey, we're live!
Excuse me. Hey, and we're back, everybody. That's cool. Thanks for if anybody's out there in cyberspace checking us out. That's cool. I heard some familiar names like Der Wolfman is out there, shouting about shenanigans. Awesome.
Represent,
That's
cool.
Of course. Folksar's out there. Hey, Folksar. Cool. So I guess before we get back into it, just to remind everybody to check out Hunters on Wednesday. Yep. And then Sunday again. Well, not this Sunday because of Superb Owl. But
is it this
eventually,
Sunday? Who does
Next
Super
weekend.
Bowls, by the way? Super Bowl. Anyway, I don't know.
The sports ball players do the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Football players.
Don't be such nerds.
I know that.
I like buffalo wings.
Honestly,
Says to a table of
Rick tells me like
Yeah.
on the way here, he's like, Super Bowl, we're gonna get wings, and I'm like, wait, what? When's the Super Bowl? And he goes, oh, I think it's this coming Sunday. My mom thought it was last Sunday. And I'm like, man, who cares?
I like Super Bowl food, but
yeah, no doubt about that. They come up with some of the best.
Okay. So, we're gonna pick up. I'm gonna cue the music. And I don't know. I've just picked a bunch of random new tracks from Tabletop Audio. Thank you. The first one is Pit Fighter.
Ooh.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll try it. If I have to change it, I'll change it. So as you see, Gideon pull out these cards. They start to to morph into other things. They look like knives. They look like other things. Like he's gaining power and doing things. We're gonna transition back to the comet. Inside the comet, folks.
Oh.
Okay, you are approaching this glow of what is the control room, and there's a staircase leading down. You hear your footsteps kind of thunk 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 on the metal below you. You're trying to be quiet, so it's kind of muffled too. How do you want to approach?
Guns out.
Yeah. Yep.
Sun's out. Guns out.
Yeah, right. This is okay.
I mean, just going down like because we already know Gideon 2's down here.
Yeah.
Right. We
assume at least only Gideon 2.
Yeah.
And he's the grumpy one.
And there's 6 other Gideons. Or 5 other ones. So yeah.
Okay.
Guns
I mean,
okay.
I'm down for having discussion before we start shooting.
I also have me whip. Kind of badass, like Darth Vader dragging his lightsaber, but I'm not that badass. But it's just like a cattail. It's pretty lame, actually. But that's what I'm doing. I'm dragging that just in case I need to go. Yakatow!
Okay.
Is that what you normally do with a whip? You just drag it everywhere you go?
Listen, I'm not gonna keep it coiled like Indy. Takes me too long to whip it out.
Okay. So as you are, can you all make speed rolls if you are sneaking? I presume.
So we just whiplashed.
Just going loud.
Yeah.
16.
Task involving balance and careful movement.
Yep.
I apologize already.
You're basically
not
the
sneaky.
wizard.
He stepped on the whip and I tripped him with it.
5.
Oh my.
I got it. 16.
Okay. 12 doesn't seem so bad anymore.
Okay.
You might have gotten it.
So
Damn
as
boots.
yeah, your boots.
Heels.
Yeah, the heels are a little too clunky. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. So you make a little too much noise, and you hear from the cockpit, "Who's there?" And like a real gruff kind of voice.
They all have different
I got it.
like
I'm going to use deception
Okay.
to be Gideon number. What was it for?
3.
Yeah, well, that's the one we met.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one that we met.
3.
Gideon number 3.
is
No,
the one
we
that
met number
we-
4. We met 4.
Yeah.
4 is the one thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. It's just me, Gideon number 4. I thought maybe you would like maybe some muffins or some pie. I know you don't like it too much, Gideon number 2. That's what I do.
Okay. So I need you to make a deception roll. This will be an intelligence roll.
16.
Oh my God.
I think Alicia and I passed this look back and forth at each other like.
But I just look at you like,
too well.
Okay. So the voice. You just that's all you hear in response.
can you open up, please?
Doors open.
All right.
I'm getting it.
You've seen the Muffin Man.
I'm legit behind this door. SHI poop in my pants back here.
Okay.
I'm not going first. I did all the talking. You're going first.
I think this is like.
Oh my God.
Send Alicia first.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Maybe introduce the guests.
It's just one of those moments where she's
Who
kind of
said
like,
he would think of that?
That's right. Oh, wait.
How far away does it sound like he is?
He's not far. He's within 30 feet.
Okay.
We're just going in guns blazing, right?
only if it gets us trouble.
I mean, we've already lied to him, so.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I think we just all pop in with our guns out, and we're trying to take the
Surprise,
turn.
sucker.
Okay.
Sucker.
Yeah, okay, that's what he. Okay, yeah.
You all just burst in through the door and the cockpit, is just an array of lights, switches, buttons. There's this whole panel in front of you. There's buttons all across the top. You see there's like sparks, things that are kind of going haywire, and in the center, there's two seats, right? And the right hand side is Gideon number 2, and he turns around, he looks at you, and he's a much more grizzled version of Gideon. Like he's got this longer beard. He looks like a lumberjack, but just with the duster on. He's got an eye patch, and
He's so
Nice.
badass.
and his voice is clearly more gruff. When lower, he's like, "Oh fuck." What do you all think? There's a stick up, and you see him. His hands are always in motion around the array.
We are gonna shut this thing down.
Oh, fucking be my guest. Give me one less thing to do.
Okay, that's what we'd like to have. That's what we'd like to do. Yes.
All right, we agreed.
All right.
Unfortunately, you don't understand how to operate this thing.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But we can. I'm a quick learner.
You also have 2 seats there, partner. He is a quick study. How about you, are you requesting us to help you, or do you want us to take this
Fuck
like
no.
you don't want us to help you?
No, I want to get out of my cockpit.
No, we ain't leaving.
We are shutting this thing down.
All right, Neptune.
And we are pointing guns at him, and we're like, will you help us?
You are clearly the more handsome one. I gotta be.
I like that Isaac has learned nothing about how to schmooze with people from Maria.
Oh, I have negatives to that.
Yeah.
He's a straight shooter.
So he
Come on.
and so down you see over through the cockpit, you see your friends below.
Oh.
And you see Morgana moving, and you see Gideon, who is now switched places, and you see Stinky and where Gideon was, and he's full on wolf mode, holding up this comet. At this point, you see Stinky just kind of raising his hands up, and like he's becoming like actually lifting this thing up and he's becoming imbued with more power. Meanwhile, you see Gideon just go like launch a bunch of cards, and they all turn into like these little missiles, and they're flying at Morgana. All of the friends you see just duck out of the way, and Morgana's just like, and she slices the air, she teleports, and she slices and teleports, and she's like moving around while Gideon's trying to just blast her from all different angles. So you see a battle down below. And he looks, and Gideon number 2 is just like,
See, we're on your side. I'm just.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we
Probably.
could be out there with
That's
them
also
trying to kill Alpha
news
or
to
whatever
you.
kind of.
Yes.
crap.
Yeah. Absolutely. But
hell is going on?
I don't want to help, but I will.
Oh yeah.
This feels bad.
I'm immediately just switching to.
I want to feel evil.
I'm switching to scan. I'm switching to scan, and I'm just gonna start like scanning everything in here to figure out as best I can what is going on. Just
Okay.
Information. You don't need to tell me anything. I just want my character. To
Okay,
be, like,
you start scanning
figuring
stuff.
it out.
You just grumble. We're gonna do this. One of you's got to sit down.
I'll see it. Or do you want to see it?
I mean, give the man with the brains.
Yeah. I mean, you got the scanner. You could just tell me what to do with that
Repairing
scanner.
the ship is another option too.
Is this a?
Potentially.
What do you need us to sit for?
Well, if we're gonna move this thing and get it out of the way and make it safe, I need another set of hands.
All right. I sit down. Yeah.
Okay. And you sit down. You feel like there's a seatbelt that straps you in, and there's other stuff that clamps you down, like just around your waist, around your midsection. But then there's this sort of magical connection, and you're starting to feel the hum and the thrum of the actual comet itself, and the inner workings in the underbelly, and it's this, you feel the machinery of it all, but at the same time, there is this misfiring, and so there's glitches, and you're feeling that too. It's like every so often, like your heart skips a beat, and it's this weird connection you have now. Suddenly, you feel like your body and all your senses are actually outside of the comet itself. So it's like your
it's
skin.
Like a D&D helm kind of thing, like a spelljammer.
Okay,
that's what it sounds like.
I guess I don't know. And so all of your perceptions and your senses are just moved away from your body into this thing, and so you realize that this thing can be moved. Though it's going to take a lot of gumption. I'll put a lot of grit. Okay.
Can I feel where in the ship this problem is? Like what the engine trouble is?
Make an intelligence roll for me.
Okay. I will use a single asset from my edge effort or whatever, and I have identifying or understanding the supernatural. Does that give
Let's do it.
Nice.
14 on the die.
Hey,
Okay.
that is not a shit.
So there's multiple areas that have been affected. So the engine system has been affected. The propulsion, the control movements, not so much. There is this sort of magical generation that is been all but obliterated. And the more the magic leaks out, the closer the comet is coming to colliding with the Earth. So if that were to be sealed, that would be, I think, one of the first steps in order to stop this thing from just moving downward. More so, getting it away and moving it is a different kind of set of problems. But those are the primary ones. Anything to help navigate it, control it, and its magic ability.
Can I access the illusions that were being projected into the ship?
Yeah.
I want to give these guys a map to where to go to patch this up.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
You do.
Okay.
What's it look like?
Yeah, so you're getting like this little arrow inside of, but it looks like.
What about like a treasure map?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I gotta Old West style this, right? There's a little bit of that and a little bit of like a blueprint style like drawings. Yes. Just kind of and pulling you guys, showing you down where the
like
thing
an
is.
Exploded view of like parts of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, you guys need to go and get this patched up as best you can. I'll try to provide you directions.
I'm on it. I'll go take this portion number 1 over here.
How big is like the opening on this thing? That's
What do you mean?
The thing that we're going to be trying to seal up.
It's pretty substantial. I mean, it is a good size explosion, like something shot it. So it's like a huge bullet hole.
Okay.
Right. It's probably like 10 feet in diameter. It's significant.
Okay, so it's not going to be small things. Okay.
I put down my I like reach back and throw my tools at you guys. They've just got like hammers and stuff.
Can you search this thing for any kind of like machine shop or something big enough to cover that?
I do that. I search.
Okay.
Sheet metal.
Let me contact number 5. He'll help you. Prick.
I'm so glad I'm stuck here in the cockpit with this guy.
And so on like this kind of intercom, you hear. Hold on, how am I gonna do this?
Come up with a new style of the same person's voice.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
It's Nerd Gideon.
Nerd Gideon.
Gideon Urkel.
I can do that. I think I can, and I've been looking forward to a chance to like prove my worth. I don't get it off. You guys never let me out.
That's best say it.
I get stuck here playing chess by myself.
And number 2 is just like. Okay. So you all, I guess you're you're running down, following the blueprints.
That's correct.
Okay. So as you head back down the hallway, everything opens back up. All of the other things are deactivated, and then you see number 4 with muffins. And you're like, hey!
I told you, I am super allergic, or they make me sick. Gotta go.
You gotta go. You gotta go. You can't. Okay.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
We'll
Wait
have
a
to catch
second.
up another time.
Shucks. Yeah, that's right. I'll take one. I'll just take one.
Thanks, sugar.
Oh.
Okay. Now you're running across the other part of the ship. We're gonna transition back to down below. So down below is now turned into chaos.
I have a question. All right,
Yes.
so Morgana's boon says, as an action, choose one of your powers and activate. What's a power? Is that the cipher or is that a special ability?
One of your abilities. I probably used the wrong terminology.
Okay. I just wanted to.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be a cipher, but it's one of your innate characteristics you get when you advance. Yeah. So, and you hear Gideon and Morgana just kind of swearing at each other. They're bantering back and forth. He's like, you should have never shot my ship. He goes, and back and forth where she's like, I didn't have much choice. And they're just like dodging each other. It's like two incredibly just powerful beings narrowly missing each other the whole time.
Wizard battle.
Yeah. And like, so sometimes you're caught in the crossfire, you've dodged out of the way. I need you to make me a might roll right now.
Oh, well, I might be able to do that.
Where's my gun?
So because I've got advantage due to my stupidity, 16.
Okay. Yeah. So you're feeling yourself you're larger and you're holding this up like as you described earlier, like Atlas, and you're physically just like you almost feel like if you tried a little harder, if you absorb more of this energy, even at the expense of yourself, you're starting to get the inclination that you might be able to redirect this thing.
All right. Stinky decisions have to be made. Hang on a
Redirect.
second.
What do you mean this thing? The ship?
Yeah.
We were making
Turn it.
Shit.
It's not that bad.
No, yeah, but like when I'm trying to go over 10 or under 10 for decisions. It doesn't help.
Rolling an exact 10 makes it not so easy.
Okay, we'll come back.
Yeah.
You can share that information.
If you do, it might be something that I could sense in the pilot scene and actually like assist you with, too, maybe.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I guess I'll try. Like, just see if I can like raise it a couple inches. Like, maybe these guys like, will pick up on that.
Okay.
Figure out what I'm trying to do, or figure out what the party's trying to do anyway.
Okay. This is going to be a difficult task. So this is going to be a might roll, and let's see. It's going to be where's my little list of things.
No,
You can use one of those to make it easier.
To give you an idea of how hard this is going to be.
Wait, give him a roll first.
Can't you use them for something else too?
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry.
Oh, take your time.
Well, he only gets 4 assets in general.
This is going to be a level 8 task.
Yikes.
Okay.
So this is because this is by my little slinger. This says heroic, a task worthy of tales for years afterwards. It is level 8.
Oh no.
That's 24.
It's a 20. Yeah.
And so you're going to need assets.
You
to even have a hope.
You can use, if you haven't already, you can use the thing that Maria gives you, which is once per day you can
get an easement.
ease the task.
And potentially, if you communicate with your other people, they might be able to find ways to offer assistance. Perhaps potentially, that's on you.
We need to ease this twice, even for it to be.
It's a physical task, right?
Doable at all.
So just real quick, we went into this fresh, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'll have to reset my pools and add for the werewolf and stuff. But I will spend some might. Because of my werewolf form, I've got a 2 edge, so I only spend 1 point. And I'll use the other thing, which puts it into the range of 6.
By the way, do more than that. You can do 2 effort.
You need at least.
Spend 2
you should
more
try to get
points.
up to 4 assets on this.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So I'll spend the full 3.
Did you tell people what's going on?
No. But I'm trying to convey that just from doing the act.
So does he
if I have it,
by
if I
doing
end
the
up
act?
with more control, then I can tell people.
Through the ship?
Yeah, can I sense that the ship is trying to start to move and then see if I can assist him?
Not
From
currently.
Not currently.
Yeah, because he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, I got to be able to do it to see
Maybe
if you can help me
second
later.
try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you
someone
have
else
2
you
levels effort and an asset. So that's minus 9. So that's gonna be what you need.
26 minus 9 is that
24.
24 minus
No, I need a 15 or better on the
15,
die.
yep.
That's not too bad. That's not too
15 or
bad.
better on the die.
You can roll 15.
Yeah,
Oh, you got
he's-
double for
yeah.
luck?
And he's got,
Listen,
he's got
don't talk
advantage.
about it. Don't look at it. Just. Let's go! 17!
Are you shitting me? Okay.
Legendary!
Okay. So as you feel this energy course through you, you feel a connection not with the planet itself, and you almost feel like there is this rushing surge of ocean energy, of almost volcanic, slowly moving up your legs, rooting you there, and you almost feel like you're becoming part of the Earth itself. And your form starts to alter a little bit, like you feel part of your hair turn like almost shale, and like all the little hairs turn like little bits of stone, right? And as you push up, you realize that you have no fear and no feeling of heat, and you put your hands up, and you actually start to move this comet upwards. As you feel the force of it. You're not even touching. You're just like fucking lifting it, and everyone inside the comet, you suddenly feel the ship lurch up forward, move and rock.
My belly.
Cool. What else does this look like for you?
So, we'll get a little close to the legendary like Atlas pose, right? So like maybe I break out of the lotus pose and I just come up to one knee and like I'm starting to like pantomime that it's coming up to a shoulder.
Like you want to hold it?
Like actually hold
Oh,
it.
like
Okay.
you're gonna.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Like so eventually, it'll just be like a squat thrust. Just bring
Okay.
it up.
And so this happens, and suddenly, like around you, there are these little pockets of like time, like the little bubbles of time floating around, because things are weird here. And they start to coalesce around the comet, and they start to they start to form like a ring, like it's like energy being brought back into it, and it's enough where the feeling affects everybody around. And both Morgana and Gideon, they pause, and they like in mid fight, they stop and they look at you.
Shit.
And they're just they don't really know how to react. Okay, other folks, what are you doing?
Fucking cocking that moon wolf from within.
I'm going to take. Well, I see them looking at him. I'm going to take a defensive posture in front of him.
Okay.
And I'm going to activate my Flesh of Stone. So you see me go stony for a second.
Just a pure defense roll. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just getting ready to defend him if they come after him.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Marie, what are you doing?
I'm going to get underneath the comet as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna do like, cause I'm realizing that there's like power things are happening. And I feel like I'm very in tune with powers and spiritual things. So I'm gonna lend you my sponge of power as well, and I'm gonna do like a.
You're gonna help me with the deadlift?
I'm gonna help you with the deadlift. I'm gonna
Spot him.
Yeah.
Spiritually.
Spiritually spotting
Although you don't really spot on
the
that.
white shale werewolf. So I guess what I would probably actually do is take my hands and just put them like by your armpits and help you push.
Like like that's kind of a spot thing. Like
Yeah,
okay, so it doesn't crush your arms or
Okay.
whatever.
So as soon as you make contact with him, like even before, so you feel like the forces of energy is like almost pushing against you, but you overcome it and you make contact with him. You feel a surge of energy rush through you as well, rooting you to the ground.
All right.
And you almost bolt upright. You feel like this surge of power through you. If you're gonna help him, make a might roll for me.
Oh my god.
In the,
pelting him with my dice.
I think in the cockpit, Isaac is like, Maria, no.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, guys, yeah, you feel it, you see it happening.
Yeah, because I'm actually watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a 14 on the die.
Okay, so the energy is coursed through you, and you for a second this gets a little lighter because you feel someone else helping you, and this burden is being a little lighter, and you feel stronger because of that. Maria, you feel also this weight. It's incredibly heavy. Like it's the heaviest thing, worse than any grief you've ever imagined, right? And this is, but you feel somewhat at peace. Like you feel like if you work harder, if you push further, you could be able to just maybe throw this thing.
Ooh. Oh, cool.
Doc, what are you doing?
The two of us, we got this.
So Gideon and Morgana are just kind of like looking at each other. At
They
this
have
point?
they have paused for like a split second. Things are kind of happening all at the same time. They're stunned. They're kind of as shocked this is happening.
I think I'm gonna put my shield on first thing, my enduring shield.
Okay.
It's been dangerous in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dangerous.
Yeah. Shoot. I guess it's probably time to talk. Like, you two done fighting? Want to fix this with us?
They look at you, and Gideon doesn't. Actually, Morgana cuts him off as he starts to, and she says, "Too late for that. Fisticuffs has happened, so it's time. We got to finish this." And she pulls her dagger and starts lunging after Gideon. Who immediately he's dodging, blocking things with force and energy. You've activated your shield. Do you want to move any particular place?
So you're like blocking the window, kind of. You're like you're between the werewolf and
the giant wolf and Maria.
Yeah.
He would let you past if you wanted to.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to know where you were positioned. You know.
I just didn't want one of them to mess with him and have the whole thing collapse.
Okay.
I'm gonna make an illusion Gideon, and like make her fuck with Morgana. You know.
Okay.
Mess with him.
Cool. So spend your points, and what does it do?
I think I'm gonna make it mock her, like you're being a fool.
Okay, yeah. So make an intelligence roll for me.
Okay. That's a 9.
Yeah, that's. Well,
she knows it's an illusion. I'm sure, but
so
I'm just trying to throw her off, you know, because she's like trying to focus and like.
It is an annoyance for her.
Yeah.
But I think it kind of has the opposite effect in this case.
Gets her mad.
Watch, I'm going to propose this.
Oh man! Let's accept. We always accept, right?
Yeah, we always accept.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chips are down.
Okay, so as you create this illusory Gideon, like whether it's behind her or side of her, you're making fun of her, doing
like
weird
moving
stuff.
around, taunting.
Yeah, Gideon looks at it and he's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And he loses his focus for a hot minute.
Oh no!
And at that moment, you see a dagger enter his belly.
Oh. I would like to spend 2 intellect points and foil danger.
Ooh, what is that?
What?
You negate one source of potential danger related to one creature or object that you are aware of within immediate distance for 1 round. This could be a weapon or a device held by someone, a trap triggered by a pressure plate, or a creature's natural ability. Something special, innate, and dangerous, like a dragon's fiery breath or a giant cobra's venom. You can also try to foil a foe's mundane actions, such as an attack with a weapon or a claw, so that the action isn't made this round. Make your roll against the level of the attack, danger, or creature.
Make your roll.
Add something to
That's-
it.
Okay. Do you want to know the level?
Effort.
Huh?
Do you want to know the level so you have all the information?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is level 7.
What kind of defense roll?
They're level 7.
It's gonna. Well, she's attacked. If you're defending in place of Gideon, right?
Yeah.
It'd be a speed defense roll.
Okay, I'm trained without armor for speed defense. So that's a 21,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, so you have to
Without
lower it
asset.
down to even have a chance.
So if you're trained without armor, so that's like a speed asset.
Yeah, it's just, yes, speed defense. I'm skilled in that. I'm not just trained, I'm skilled.
So that's 2.
I have the Flesh of Stones. That's +1 to AC or whatever that means.
That just affects you. It doesn't help, I think, in this situation.
Okay.
That changes
count as an
damage,
asset,
right?
though.
Yeah, it reduces. It's like armor. Yeah, it reduces damage.
It won't change the assets. For
Yeah.
this roll.
And then you can expend effort.
Yeah, you could do 2 effort.
Oh, I'm already spending 2 intellect, so I'm down to 8. And then speed defense. I don't have. Oh shoot! I don't have an edge in there.
All stops.
Yeah.
Bold here, right?
So effort is what, 3?
Well, what's your edge?
Three.
I don't have an edge in speed.
So
Yep.
5 to do 2.
Yeah, it's 3, then
5
2
points if you
Yep.
every
wanna-
point after.
Okay.
Plus we have some re-rolls. So
Okay.
even if this
we
doesn't
have a nice
work.
stack of chips here.
Didn't you say you were
Yeah,
trained
that's the
on
maximum 4.
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay,
trained.
we have
I have
4.
no need for weapons.
Alright, 4 is the max anyway.
That brings it
That's
down
an attack.
to 3. So you have to roll a 9 or better.
Oh, okay. Let's try it. 13.
Hey! What's this look like?
So I did like you guys have never seen me move this fast before, so I'm just like and like then like the bullet
Fry
time
when he drank
bullet
100
time
cups of
energy.
coffee.
I just come through, palm strike her hand with a dagger and away, and catch it, like spin her.
Okay. So she curled and she spins around, operating on your energy, and she pulls her daggers out. She's like, "Oh, that's a good trick."
I have others.
All right, we switch back. Okay, so you all running down to the end, I guess the magic engine room, so to speak, for lack of a better phrase, and you both get there, and you see number 5. You see this Gideon with glasses, and he's got like it doesn't have the duster on, but he's got like a vest. Bow tie. Yeah, bow tie. Yeah, he's got suspenders over it. Yeah, and he's just like
Perfect mustache.
not even. He's just all clean shaven, baby face. Yeah, and he's like, okay. He points generally to the machinery, and it's a mixture of tubes and wires and different kinds of runes that are kind of spiraling out of control. Like, so there's a center cylindrical tube, and inside there are these magic runes that are kind of they were, you could tell they were in a configuration, but now they're all lopsided, like they're bouncing on the inside of this cylinder thing. So, okay, we gotta calm this down, but then he points up and he goes, well, that's a big problem, and you see that there's this large like a hole, like a puncture wound, and it is leaking magic. So the first thing I need you to do is to make might rolls to resist the effects of the magic.
All of a sudden, they start doing the Daffy Duck where he's being drawn by Bugs Bunny.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do 1 effort.
Okay.
16.
Okay, you're fine. Sorry, Teddy.
Hey.
You start to feel your body get wiggly.
Ooh.
Like, yeah.
Like a
Jello?
noodle? Like
Yeah.
a noodle.
Oh, Jello titty.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you're kind of like moving around like blah, 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 blah. And
If I push it.
Do the split.
yeah, like spaghetti arms.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
Thus, the flying spaghetti monster was born.
and you realize that, like, oh my gosh, like part of your bones are missing. So
If this happened in real life, I'm just saying I would be doing all kinds of bendy stuff with my legs.
you were incredibly flexible,
Wait a
but
second.
now you have hindrances against might
Might?
tasks.
You think?
Yeah.
Big deal. I'm a smart speedster anyway.
Just a
Can
little
he
bit of
fit under a
bonitis.
doorway yet?
Yeah.
No, well,
Like
not
squid?
quite yet. Not
not octopus
there.
level.
Not octopus
Well, he could
level?
try. We'll find out. You know.
I will.
But how much of his brain is
Don't
Okay.
be slurping your way
Well,
through the
listen, we
comet.
still have to fix the ship.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, okay, I'm Jelly Bones. So he pointed out some map logistics,
Yeah.
exploded views.
Yep.
I want to go to one. Even, blah, blah, blah.
And you realize because in your jelly form now, you can get better access to some
Yes.
spots. Not necessarily to the puncture wound, but you can actually get to like inside of the cylindrical chamber where the runes are, and maybe work on the inside.
That's what I. Look at what happened to me. I'm like the big wild inflatable tube dude.
Oh, jeez.
Noodle dudes. Yeah, outside crash.
I'm gonna go over to this one, and I point to the one where it looks like it's intricate and it's like all squishy from my skins. And I'm gonna go there. You go to that other one, and that's the big puncture hole.
Okay. Well, you can go. Yeah, you can go to the puncture room, the hole. So first, make a speed roll.
Speed.
This is kind of a dexterity thing.
Okay. It's a dexterity thing. And how long did this last for? A minute? No, it doesn't. Okay.
To use it again.
I'm gonna use it. So I use.
Okay. Well, just full disclosure. So you, as a player, know.
Yes.
You will make another might roll to resist the magic.
Okay.
If you resist the magic while inside the chamber, you cannot get out.
Interesting. Can I auto fail it? Auto fail the
You choose to fail.
to keep squiggly bones.
If you do, there's going to be other consequences.
Yeah, we'll take that. I mean, this is
Damned if you do.
Listen.
damned if you don't.
world ending. Quickly. Here we go. You ready? And I was taking it down, so I get an asset to my speed here. 6.
That's going to be enough.
Man, I am rolling like pure dookie.
Yeah.
Dookie, like straight up. I think you can get this from the.
But you
sewer.
manage to, squeeze your way through these wires, these different
It's incredibly
outcroppings.
fun for me, man.
Yeah.
Like, Teddy is digging how squiggly this is.
Yeah, it's like you're like this little oozy guy, and you squeeze through and you get inside, and you flop inside into the cylinder, and inside the cylinder you feel this crackling energy, it's almost like inside one of those interesting devices called. It's got the center.
Like a Tesla coil type?
Kinda.
The lightning thingies?
Yeah, it's the balls down the side of the lightning goes.
What's that?
Van de Graaff generator.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. It's like one of those things. You see arcs flying off in directions. But those are painful.
Right.
However, you're able to avoid those. And there's a center, like a center pylon, and you go over. If you go over to it, you start to see where there's things that are out of place, out of whack, out of joint. And you
I'm
can.
willing to risk life and limb
Okay.
to fix.
Okay.
You're down to life.
I know. Well, my limbs are super gummy.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
That guy takes way too well to all this weird stuff way too quick. 6 was it?
And 5.
5. How the hell did we close that?
I was hoping you'd have an answer, maybe.
We got any like sheets of metal or nothing?
Well, not extraneous. Do you have metal? You have guns, right?
Yeah, but I don't think any of my guns will be enough to cover all that.
Well, you fire the gun and then maybe I could spread the bullet out.
Is that a thing you can do?
These are perfectly rational questions.
You can do. Imagine him just staring at the bullet, like as it flies past him. Like, hey, well, that didn't work.
Oh no!
Or worse, he tries to stop it in front of it.
So you tell him to no.
I don't get much chance to prove my worth here, so I've never tried it. I don't really know.
BTW, when Josh goes squishy mode, I'm assuming his guns and whip doesn't, so they're outside of the. You have those at your disposal. Sorry.
Time you're naked?
No, my clothes stretch. Come on, man. This is Peach.
Okay.
You said the F word.
Yeah, it's PG-13 at this point. Anyway.
Or I don't know. We might be able to find some scrap someplace. I mean,
We'll try the bullet thing. It seems quicker.
It's worth
the
a
moment.
shot.
Oh my god!
I like that one.
He was waiting for it.
Okay.
I'm at least just gonna bank on all this weird magic that actually being a thing he can do. for him to suggest
I
that.
wanted to just laugh. When
Yeah.
you thought I could
So I need.
Shoot at the tube.
shot through the hole.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, that was fast.
So I'm gonna.
This is gonna be like a kind of an aim shot. I mean,
Yep. I'm gonna hunker back, pull out the heavy rifle because it's gonna have the bigger bullet, and I'm like, if he's gonna do this, more bullet, more spread. This is either gonna end well or not at all.
Make the hole bigger.
So I'm gonna time it with him, do the countdown thing.
okay.
And I'm gonna spend 2 effort.
Once a day you can use a task from Maria.
I think I already did that.
Okay.
earlier. Nope, not special. So
We have a bunch of rerolls
That's it.
at this point too. So
We do
there
have
we go.
some.
2 easements.
Okay.
Gonna use one of those.
Oh no.
A 2 doesn't even make a difficulty 1 shot.
Mm.
14.
Okay. Who wants to roll for number 5?
Well, no one else is jumping. It's just a die roll, right?
Yep.
What's his number? 5?
Do we want to give
Roll
him
the
a
5.
chip?
Does he get a chip?
I mean, yeah.
What did he get?
Give him a chip.
5.
He rolled a 5.
somebody else
Number 5.
well,
I'll roll.
Yeah, there, yeah, please. That's not my fault.
12.
Okay.
it's not too bad.
That's better.
Yeah. So as you fire, he's just like, okay, number 5, you got this. You go, yeah. And as you fire your bullet, as it gets close to the puncture wound, it starts to hit like this wall, and it just flattens, and it starts to spread out over this whole thing. And you realize like you could fire a couple more shots, and it'll patch the whole thing up, or rivets and all.
Number 5, that's brilliant. Let's keep going.
Okay, and you fire a few more bullets off, and you patch up this one section.
Not good for me, is it?
Not really.
Uh-oh.
So
But you're not up in that section,
no,
are you?
no. But Teddy, I need you to make your might roll.
Do this.
Do you want to fail?
I want to fail the might roll because I
Okay.
do not want to turn into solid Teddy again.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But then you'd be double
What if
wobbly.
you're permanently jello?
Couldn't he make a roll just to stay?
Ooh,
this?
can I make a might roll to stay just as jelly?
Yes, you can do that.
First?
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. 13.
Apparently, you're staying jelly.
He unflexed his muscles really
Okay.
hard.
Yeah. So you see, now you see the pylon in front of you. If you realize, make an intelligence roll to work on it.
Okay. I am good with intellect.
What are you thinking?
Do I? Yep.
I'm wondering
If I use it's 3 or no, it's
And
1 point.
You have a sense of what's
1 point
happening
for the
here.
first one,
Yeah.
and
If you
2
wish
points for
to
the second,
assist
so
in some
2
fashion,
effort
you
is gonna
may.
be 3.
so.
Is there
Oh,
something
could I
wrong?
also wait and then put pedal to the metal?
Yes.
Okay, I think I'll do that.
You're gonna wait. Okay.
I'll wait.
Okay.
11 with 2 efforts.
Okay. So as you start tinkering with it, you're shifting these. You ever play those puzzles where you move around the puzzle?
Yes.
Again, you have to shift everything at one time.
Yes.
It's like that. Like you suddenly you find the pattern, you find the sequence, and you remake the image that's appropriate for this pylon. And things go poof, and it turns into like this golden light, and it shoots up through the cylinder. And all of the runes that were kind of spotting around, like you ever see? I mean, I'm imagining the stuff that the Marvel guy, Doctor Strange, yeah. Like he creates those discs. Yeah, those are kind of spiraling around. They suddenly coalesce, and they form this harmonious thing, and you see kind of spiraling, almost like a helix, up and down, and then it's suddenly activated.
And I'm in it though.
You are in it.
I mean, it's not bad.
I like Teddy and everything, but I'm looking down below at what is occurring.
This is happening. Yeah, because your wife is holding this thing that made your.
So you're just
stuck.
not doing anything for that, huh?
Full power. The second I see that some stuff is patched and that the core has been realigned, just as I feel that,
You're gonna try to make the ship move?
I'm gonna make the ship move while in the same vector as these guys have it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to redirect this thing away from the planet.
As you do this, number 2 looks at you and goes, yeah. And he grunts and he hits the thrusters too. And so with the direction that these two were holding it, you feel the ship fire off and just start to move away, gaining velocity. Not near escape velocity yet. I need you to make a might roll.
Teddy.
Because inside here it's getting very warm. There's 3 ships.
I'm gonna reduce this by. So it's 5 points to reduce it by 2.
Yep.
And then if you want to escape, I need you to make a different roll.
Now, just to put you at ease, there is an Asian type of gelatin-like substance that is heat resistant. You can actually saute it. So
Teddy could become one with the ship. We're ghost AI for the rest of his mortal existence. So I'm reducing it by 2, but if you said it's some kind of an escape, I'm reducing it by 2.
Well, this is to resist the heat first. And
Let me a 3 on that dice.
Yep.
You wanna take- yeah,
That's what they're for.
Resist the heat, Teddy. 14, baby.
well, that's better.
A lot better.
14 doesn't?
No.
this is
Even
the
with 2
This is the culminating heat, baby.
this is the core of the ship.
Listen.
everybody.
I bet you it needs
Yeah.
a 15.
That's
I
it.
bet you it's missed
I'm
by
not taking
one.
another
It
dice.
could have been worse.
Yeah.
You're just gonna burn up.
I'm gonna take what happens.
Okay.
Some scorch.
From Teddy's
So all of the heat, all of the energy, all the magic is fusing, and you feel it piercing through you, like these little pinholes. Just
1,000 bits.
yeah, just all this kind of stuff, and you feel yourself being wrapped up and swirling up into this energy core. You are gonna. I'm sorry to say this, but you're taking 15 damage.
Oh hell!
Let's toast me.
Well, no, you can spread out through all your points.
through all of
Yeah.
these points you spread them out?
You go through your might, then you go through
So
your
that would be.
speed.
Okay, good. So I'll take. Wait, if you drop to 0 of all of these, like if any of
that's
these.
it.
If all 3 are
All
All
three.
3
All
are.
three,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's 14,
So
13
the
there.
first one, if one of them hits 0, you go to impaired. If 2 of them hit 0, you go to debilitated.
So I am debilitated.
You only have int left?
You have
Yeah.
0 and 1, my leg. You have 0 and 2, my spleen. And 0 and 3,
Can move only an immediate distance. Cannot move if speed pool is 0, which it is. So
You
I
are stuck in there. Oh no.
You have to
That's,
get rescued.
that's Teddy.
You zeroed out on 2 of them?
yes, I did.
Oh no.
Because you were spending
That's
points.
a lot of damage.
Just steady abide inside of
That's
there.
right. I'm becoming one with the process of the engine.
You are.
That's right.
You sure are. And as you see this happening, you see your friend almost get liquefied.
Oh no.
And swirling.
Lava lamp like.
Yeah, just. yeah.
Your eyes get
But
wide
you
as
also
legs
feel that the ship is moving away, and you realize, even though Teddy is in extreme danger, that you did the mission.
Okay, Isaac, we turned the thing. Slow it down. Teddy's stuck in there.
Can I get an idea of what the trajectory of our ship is? Am I?
If you
yeah.
power it
Is there,
down now,
can
what
I get
happens?
a feeling of the gravity's pull on us? Can I get
Yeah.
an idea of what the orbital mechanic might be to get out of this?
Oh,
Yeah,
because
you get a clear sense of all that what's happening. The current trajectory is to escape the planet and head to a star cluster. It's a different dimension, different plane of existence.
How's the Gideon Prime doing then?
Huh?
Is Gideon Prime down there going, come back over here.
Glad you mentioned that.
Can I redirect this into orbit?
Yes. I need you to make an intelligence roll.
Okay. I am spending.
Because you're still within the atmosphere. You haven't escaped orbit yet.
Right, but I want to get it into a.
So, Calvin, are you doing this with the attempt of reducing the cook on Teddy, or are you
No, we
ignoring
don't
the
care
fact
about
that Teddy is almost dead?
Teddy's dead.
Look, so if we're blasting off to another star system, Teddy's toast. If I get us into orbit, a stable orbit is
Float.
is turning the engines off.
Yeah, but
So
how many hit points do you have right now?
That would be
all the total points available.
11.
11. He cannot survive in the engines the current
We
state
can
they're in.
take the Teddy Kestrel gamble.
What's that? Call this the
That is,
Kestrel run.
listen. The whole mission is to save this planet.
Yes, it is.
We saved the planet.
Right.
So
So I
make
can't
the
turn
roll.
the engines off right now without vomiting back to her.
Yeah.
correct.
So
Do you want to stay in the atmosphere, or do you want to get out of the atmosphere?
we gotta leave the atmosphere because otherwise there's drag. So I gotta get into orbit. I gotta get up and into orbit. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna burn forever. You might survive.
But how risky is it to remain in orbit?
I don't know.
Just float around.
One thing at a time. One thing
Yeah,
at
I'm
a time.
not talking to you. I'm a
Yeah.
blue pile.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I'm putting it into orbit. I don't want to leave the
Kestrel
planet either. So,
He's got 2 ships.
It's down at the bottom. The
No
Jack
effort.
Sparrow. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Stop putting bros in my shit.
Can you teleport Teddy out of here?
so I'm gonna spend. I've got 3 edge and 2 effort. I would like to spend everything I can spend.
Okay.
What do I do? Somebody help with the numbers here.
Okay, so
I want 1 for free. Right.
you spend 2 intelligence points. That'll give you 2 effort.
Okay.
And you have another asset.
Well, maybe if you'll let me have it. I have still identifying and understanding the supernatural, which is the ship itself.
You have number 2 on your side. He's helping you pilot.
And number 2. Okay, cool. Okay, great. So I'll take 3 and roll.
And
I got an 8.
chip or no chip?
Chip.
Yep.
Chip.
Chip it.
Do better.
We don't want to crash the comments.
Do better.
Tell everybody.
Or you gonna
Roll a die you can actually see.
Now that is a 9. That is 1 better technically.
And that might work.
Actually, yes, that brings you up a notch to 3.
That is actually enough. I'm like 8, like no.
Not enough.
Okay.
by 1 skin.
Yeah. So you feel like
Perfect.
you correct it. You are using all of your might, all your physical presence, all your intelligence, and you guide the ship out. And then with the help and the assistance of Atlas and Maria, you feel it launch off like a rock skipping on the water. Out and it disappears. Like this comet just launches out into through the atmosphere. You see it burning up as it escapes, and then you hit gravitational orbit, and we transition back here. And now Morgana and Gideon, mostly Gideon, he looks at you and he goes, "Thank you." And then as the ship escapes, he goes, "Oh, what the hell?"
Oh, wasn't expecting that to happen. Well done.
And
it was just like,
Now what happens to these two? What do they look like when that?
With the excessive energy, pushing it forward and this kind of reverse kind of propulsion kind of thing, you get knocked down to the ground. And you feel like almost like this electric current kind of going through your skin and all of your hairs. Like, it's like, I mean, you're kind of just shocked, but it's not painful. You've hit this place of like almost serenity. You are exhausted, but you're just like, very close to being unconscious. You're in and out, but you're there. You look at Morgana, and she's like, Gideon, you have nowhere to run now. She points to you two. I suggest you get out of the way so I can finish my job.
I do not believe this is a job. I believe this is personal. There are 2 of you and 1 shift left. Perhaps you should put your differences aside and leave together.
I'm okay with that. Gideon, you okay with that?
She just tried to stab him.
And he comes out from behind you. He goes, "Oh hell."
no.
Well, potato. Here we are. And
Well, she's distracted. I want to try and sleight in hand her weapons away. I want to let go
I'm gonna try
going.
to sneak.
okay, good.
Yeah. I don't like Grant anymore. I like Gideon better. Gideon was at least holding the comet up.
Use any effort?
Oh yeah, I better use some effort.
Yeah, exactly. Gideon at least put a little effort into trying to protect the whole planet. But she's like, I can't
Okay, so
be bothered.
-4. Because I have trained or skilled like the 2, and then I'm going to use 2 effort. 18.
Jesus.
How many?
4
Four?
levels reduction.
You son of a bitch.
Yoink! I'll take those daggers.
Yoink.
Really
So-
doctoring the results.
As you manage to take those daggers from her. You're holding these 2 like electric, like almost like purple shards of lightning bolts, right?
Mhm.
And you feel that like, holy crap, these are things I should not be having. These are like weapons beyond like your capabilities. They almost start to burn your hands because they're so powerful. But you recognize that you can cut through space-time with these.
Through space-time?
Oh, shit!
Yeah. And, you know, there is this kind of innate feeling from these, almost like there's this voice talking to you. It's like, and it's telling you how to operate them. Like, well, if you're my new controller now, and you know, it's like this qualm.
So you just like cut through everything?
Well, when you cut a slice in space-time, and you can jump through it and pop out someplace else.
Okay.
Can you go to bring anybody with him?
No.
Well, it's like,
No. It's individual only.
You've stopped her from being able to do that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
So that's
so as she starts to lunge forward, she realizes she doesn't have her daggers. And she's just like, whoa, she stops. And she looks over at you, and like there is this intense malice.
I think it's time to cut and run here. I'll make a portal to a tropical beach. I think I'm out.
You're just gonna leave?
Just leave them with the dangerous objects, man. You guys will be fine.
You'll keep
She'll take them right back from me. I'll get my ass kicked.
That's a great
Doc, leave.
Oh my god.
Doc goes to one.
Doc goes to one.
Before you do that, what you expect me? I have my gun out.
Yeah.
And like you see, like this energy come down my hand, and I activate the explosive bullets in my revolver.
Mhm.
Earth is closed to the Chroma Keepers. Leave.
Or die. I'm gonna disincentivize, so she is hindered by 1 for anything she does.
Okay. So she looks at the situation. You know, it's a funny thing that you think this is Earth, but I'll take my leave. And you see her comet comes up from behind. You know, I was right to invite you, but I was wrong for underestimating.
You could
And from that, she
just help to save
there
the
was
planet.
this like this tractor beam kind of thing. She and like it comes down and you see her start to teleport back up into her ship. And she gets in, and you see the comet just start to peel away.
Wow.
Make a might roll.
Oh no.
Wait, what if I got 0 in might?
He still gets.
Well, I
You
just
still have
do
to
a
make
dirty roll, right?
Roll. You
Yep.
can't add anything to it.
18.
Holy shit! Yes!
Nope.
What?
I read it on an angle. It's a 16.
Oh.
Not so much?
Do you have anything that aids you in this at all? Because
18's
your
one more level.
skills do still apply.
So my Uber jams are speed and intel.
speed.
Speed and intel.
Intelligence.
But
yeah.
this was a might.
Yeah, but still, you don't have anything that's like
Not for money.
avoiding damage.
I got like
or-
speed and avoiding stuffs, but I need to spend points to get that, which I ain't got none.
So you're just basic
Plus,
skills
guys, I'm
aren't-
debilitated, which means I can't move nothing.
Yeah.
Do your worst, Mr. Rollins.
Teddy, I'm sorry to say this, but what are your final words?
So my final words are this.
Oh my god.
So as I'm this amorphous blob, right, in this power cell, my last words, I'm gonna like look over at you and be like, "I've become one, baby," and then gone.
What?
So I don't know what you think.
I've become one.
I am now God.
Ascended.
I have ascended. That's basically rewind. I have ascended, and then done. Teddy's God now.
Okay.
Not in the real world.
Right.
Doc's in Hawaii. Teddy's become a god. Yeah.
So you feel as the engine heats up, even controlling itself from all the propulsion, all the overexertion, you feel yourself just kind of disintegrate and become part of the runes and the inner workings of the ship. As you feel your consciousness for one last moment, you're like, "Hey," and then bingo. So then you are no longer in existence.
Isaac.
Leave the table. No.
I am as we get into orbit, I'm shutting down the engine and realizing it's just too late.
He's gone.
I don't have anything. Isaac doesn't say anything. He's just stoic at this point.
And at this point, the rest of you, all of you, are down on this little, I guess, plateau. The water falls down and reforms actual waves instead of being this kind of wall around you. Doc is gone.
I'll come back in a little bit.
Keep cutting down a little bit.
Keep cutting reality looking through. Are you guys dead?
Have a pina colada on the beach and then come back, you know.
As you am, I'm dead.
Wearing lays and
Grass skirt.
Yeah.
Coconut.
Coconut bra.
I've got to
So Gideon looks around. He's like looking for a ship.
You do have a way of communicating with it, yes?
I apologize if this is a little bit of a late notice, but we actually had a few other people come in and try to, because we weren't sure if we'd be successful. So my husband and a few others, they went aboard your comet in order to attempt to repair it or destroy it in some way where it wouldn't harm the planet at the very least.
That a fact.
And it looks like they've successfully gotten something in control. And don't you worry, my husband would never leave me. So I'm sure the comet's coming back.
I'm gonna have words in number 2.
Yeah, you killed that turtle's boss.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah. So at this point, the Gideon looks at all of you. He goes, "Well, we're all here for a spell. Got any good stories?"
Oh my goodness, so many stories. But I'd love to hear one of yours. I mean, this is just one boring planet. It sounds like you've been to so many.
Nah, I think that's where we stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that's where you see like the sound goes away and
yeah.
she's still talking. Everybody's like,
Yeah, after the credits roll, there's a whole little bonus scene of just Maria talking and everybody just being like,
but you're knitting. And that one time, everybody's like,
oh my goodness, and you wouldn't believe what Cynthia said. Just like that, just like,
She's knitting new clothes for Stinky Pete.
Oh
knitting in some wool
Stinky's just
underwear.
like, girl, tell us what you see.
Oh,
All his hair permanently white now.
Yeah, no, he's been changed,
Wolf,
he's
baby.
been altered, the whole bit.
What a finale.
whoa.
what a finale.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was wild.
Vapor.
I think that
Teddy got lava lamped, guys.
if you want to go, that's a way to go, man.
That's exactly how Teddy
Rescuing a
was going to go
planet
out.
and turning into just.
First, Teddy earned his winnings shadily. And he was very successful and wealthy and just lived a healthy lifestyle because of it and went out as a hero.
Yeah.
We're not getting paid now.
Oh, we were supposed to bring the comet back.
Well, we have chunks of it that we can pick up still.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions that remain. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't reverse time.
Yeah, that means that the world has still been altered in various ways.
I was just gonna say, if it had come back to that, if we still had the option, I said we can't because of Morgana. She'd be back for revenge, and if we don't have powers to fight her, Earth could get wiped out anyway.
And we have our own starship now.
Well, Gideon has a starship.
He doesn't have it currently.
I guess that's
exactly.
And
That
Teddy
is
will
true.
always be a part of it. Maybe he becomes part of
Hey,
the
wait a
common
second.
AI.
You had asked us what was our goal for the night, and I said, I'm confident I'm stealing a meteor. And we did.
Oh, wow.
You did.
Personality invades the comic.
Are we the
permanently.
Avengers or the Guardians of the Galaxy?
So
Yes.
powers.
Yeah.
How does it feel to wrap up
stand
a
so
campaign?
incredibly
Even though
still.
Yes.
it was a bit short
Nobody
compared
can
to
see.
our 5-year-long
You know?
Oddlot run. How does it feel?
This feels good. Like I feel like this resolved in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's still outliers, there's still plot threads and stuff like that. You know, it doesn't totally resolve like a neat little bow, but
It doesn't need to.
it doesn't need.
But
I
that's
think
like
this felt
any
good.
story because
Yeah.
that leaves the viewer to think, oh, something else will happen.
Yeah.
We might be back with this.
Maybe, yeah, totally. I mean, so I guess more importantly, what did you all think? I mean,
Fantastic.
Great.
It's awesome.
I cannot
Super
believe
fun.
the amount of times that I threw a crazed prospector at problems and like not only didn't die, but somehow it pulled off some crazy shit. I think it's so weird because like we like go back down to lower levels and like these characters that I end up with, these weird things end up doing crazier shit than Tyrael does sometimes.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
I feel like in this final episode also, somehow everyone kind of got a little bit of like a moment to shine in their own way. Like Doc went off to Hawaii or wherever. Alicia's melting bullets. Yeah, stole the daggers. That was super cool. You
You're
died
Loki.
in like
You're
the most
Loki.
epic way.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah, you stopped getting stabbed.
yeah, you saved
Yeah,
Gideon.
you were Atlas.
You
took the
you drove
starship.
the ship there.
was
Maria's
super fun.
just Maria. But
Yeah.
that's okay. That's her shining. Is her
Yeah.
just
Teddy-
be like, I'm helping.
Teddy went out saving the world.
Character trope.
Yeah.
Helping.
So I think also like we worked a lot of bugs out of the cipher system for our group too, and I would be excited to run another campaign knowing more what we're doing from the beginning.
I think I would give it a full read of what I'm doing. I mean, we played it. It's nice to fall back on Red, but I should know what I'm doing. A bit more.
Oh, you feel like you were a little
Yeah.
clueless
Oh,
throughout?
100%.
Me too.
100%.
But
But I
think the
like
bugs
playing
of the
this. That's what I'm
playing
telling you.
Yeah.
have been worked out. Like as far as like sitting with a group and understanding like, oh, okay, this is when roles need to happen and such.
Yeah, and I think just because even you split the part at the end, it was easy to jump back and forth. But even near the end, I think we got back together almost as one, which I think was cool. Yeah, so I think it was. In terms of system, there's some flexibility to jump back and forth and just here's crazy nonsense happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think I like that aspect about the system.
But
we make it visual. It's fun.
Well, I mean that's also us too. Like we're cinematic.
We lean towards the imagination quite heavily, I think.
Yeah.
So what are we prepping for next week?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. I've been like subconsciously and consciously just thinking about this and just getting to this moment. I haven't thought about anything ahead of time. What do you want to do?
Let's start. What if next week?
Want to go back to Cyberpunk?
Are you thinking it'd be nice to go back to D&D?
I'm good with it. Whatever.
I would like to go back a little bit. I would love to go back to Cyberpunk. Just I love Cyberpunk. D&D.
The aesthetic is very cool in the game.
Unless we all want to learn Cyberpunk system, but I don't.
Oh boy, no! I started reading that rules. I'm like, this is a lot. I mean, there's just like here's a bunch of D6s, and that's cool and all, but it's like there's a lot of finicky rules with that system, and
I miss my guy. I miss my noir detective.
Yeah.
Those were fun recaps. Having a noir detective. Version of
yeah.
The one time where Odo did his recap.
Oh yeah.
I was absent.
Well, yeah, and we set it up that way, but he just made it sound like so nice. It's just like
we're only down
awesome.
probably to do more Oddlot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true too. We gotta wrap that stuff up.
Still down Trombley,
yes.
So this doesn't solve anything
Is there,
at the moment.
I mean, the only thought I had was that it might be nice for
powers to hold off on Cyberpunk until we
conclude
Oddlot, so that we know what the future is.
We can still do Monster of the Week until
we can.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but I'm just saying that's we don't have to know the fate of the world yet.
Yeah, we don't have to even level up really either.
Yeah,
I'd be happy. Kind of.
We have options. We'll talk about it through either person or Discord or something.
It's been a bit since I've been.
I guess I'm just kind of curious. So, what do you think of the whole like Morgana Gideon kind of stuff?
Well, I mean, first of all, including Gideon as your Randall flag is awesome. Yeah. He's kind of a good Randall flag. He's.
What do you mean it's not Earth?
What do you mean it's not Earth?
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I loved every second of it.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I freaking love cowboy shit. So this was.
Awesome. It was fantastic.
I'm glad.
I mean, what was really cool about, I think, the Cypher system is that I got to play a rich guy. I didn't need to steal or get it. I just had it.
Specifically about the Cypher system, not about character decisions.
But I think like this game, this group, this whole situation, we can play anything and have a good time with it, man.
Yeah. No, I'm with that. So I guess thank you all for letting me dip my toe in this Weird West stuff and a new system. I had a lot of fun spinning these ridiculous stories, the encounters that you all had, whether it's the Cryohawks or the very beginning with the bank and the mutants and the undead stagecoach and all that.
Oh, so fun.
Everything along the way. I mean,
it's
been wild.
This would be hard to pull off if you were an inexperienced gamer, but we are very experienced and you're very experienced.
Correct.
So the beauty of the system is you can just this happens. You don't need a stat block.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
Yeah.
Like you would in D&D. So there's a lot more freeform and a lot more instant creativity, I think.
I did that 100% all the time.
I know.
All the time.
It's almost like you could say anything. I could have said, hey, I'm going to go down to the nuclear subsector of this new comet ship and go fix that. And you're like, okay. Yeah.
I still think one of my favorite parts was the town with all the townspeople like turning the flesh wall.
Yeah, the massive soup of people.
Yeah,
cool.
The way that we did that encounter was really cool mechanically.
That was fun too. That was really interesting how we just kind of pushed through the.
Everyone succeeded for once.
Yeah.
I have this suggestion,
sure,
which is if you're interested, you could think of like a Twilight Zone space for us to all play in. Also, if you wanted to do something that was just more temporary and not cyberpunk,
it might turn into Black Mirror, but
yeah, no, like it would let you explore whatever kind of thoughts or curiosities you have, and they could kind of be like little 3 shots or what have you with the like persistent characters
she means
or something.
Twilight Zone in the
well, no, in both senses.
Episodic sense.
In both senses. Like you can explore concepts inside of the whatever you want.
Yeah.
I am here to play with all of you in whatever you want to do.
Oh, thanks.
So, and I know Calvin feels the exact same way. I don't know.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine a world where there are 8 GMs and only 1 PC.
We're all just like, roll initiative, man, roll initiative.
So whatever makes you excited, things you want to do, I promise you we're all here for it. So don't worry about making us happy. Do something you think is cool, and we'll all think it's cool too, because we're pretty synced up mentally too. Like what we all think is cool is kind of the same.
Yeah. I do have a suggestion about when we wait till we're off camera.
At some point, maybe I'll get to be a player again, but we'll see.
That's actually the suggestion.
Let's end for now.
Okay, we should go.
Sister Mia, thank you for the little
thanks,
everybody. Thank you.
We finished something.
Yeah, I know. This is
you died. We had a character.
I died.
Yeah,
we did it.
A lot of weird things. Like I
went to what?
I was like every D&D game I've been a part of has never ended. So like this is the first time something has like come to a conclusion. So I'm like, this is cool, and like
I'm glad it did.
Me too, and I think
feels good.
It did feel. It felt okay.
Of course, it wasn't anything. It felt smooth.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Sorry. Goodbye.
But anyway, goodbye.